Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm Tiffany Norton, back on the red carpet. Super excited to kick off our shorts block. And these are my first filmmaker I'm going to speak to, and it's Dad. And they have done a project together, Finding Our Wild. And tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so the film follows my dad and me as we go on the camping trip that we never got to take when I was younger. Never got to take because I wasn't interested in camping, mostly.
So you were trying to bond, and he was not going for it as a teen, and now you guys are kind of recreating that.
Yeah, he was never going for it. It was too uncomfortable, and but it was a good project. His idea was let's go out in the wild and see what happens.
I love that exploration and that you guys actually did it in real life because that, I don't know. I love my mother very much. I'm going to see her tomorrow. I don't know about a road trip at this age.
Yeah, it's very fair. Yeah, I think the hope was it would be 1 week, and we were very fortunate that we worked with REI on the film, and REI was an amazing partner in it. But the hope was to explore immigration, as my dad is an Indian immigrant, but also aging and fatherhood and all those kind of heavier themes as well. It was a really great trip.
So, what did you walk away with that you think, well, and I know it's a short, right? And this could probably be, obviously, a much longer piece. But what do you want people to walk away with, first of all? But what did you walk away with that you were surprised by? Like, was there a dynamic change? Were you generationally able to see something maybe you hadn't understood before, or vice versa?
In my case, it actually spanned multiple generations. The experience, a lot of it was revelatory. Like he'd ask me questions during the drive, and I'd say, "Oh, that reminds me of something that my parents did," which I'd completely blanked out. Yeah, and so that was fantastic, and it also created a connection that spanned in my mind him, me, future generations. It is creating memories that we had never created. Late in life, but still, it was there. And I think the other thing that surprised me was that anyone would find my life interesting. But then a friend told me, no, you're being too arrogant. No one actually cares about your life. What's interesting to them is this dynamic, and then everyone relates to the dynamic. And my friends would call me and say, oh, I wish I could have done that with my son. I think I'll do it next year. Or I wish I could have done that with my parents, but I can't, so I'll do it with my daughter now.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to turn into a film. Don't put yourself under that kind of pressure, right? Because you're like, well, we'll do it when I lose 10 pounds. Like, don't do it. But you're saying the experience. What did you learn from it? What did you take away?
Yeah, I think that generational through line my dad is talking about was very interesting. Seeing, I think, the connection from me to my dad to my grandfather and the similarities from across continents, across an ocean, across decades was really interesting. And then I think the kind of the quote, the idea that the film ends on, which is the idea that time is so limited, life is so short, and can change any second. So just to get out there and do these sorts of things with your family is really important. I think we have just such limited time with family, and if we can spend our lives with the people we love, it's so much better.
Well, storytelling, right? And that's why we are all here at the Twin Cities Film Fest. So, all right, fun question. I prepped you a little bit before. I've been asking my filmmakers and actors, if someone could play you in the movie of your life, who would you want cast to play you? Have you come up with any answers?
Yeah, I have kind of a basic answer, which is I think Dev Patel would be great. He's, he's a step up in attractiveness. He's got that movie star kind of quality.
No. I do have to go ahead and editorialize a little bit. I think Dev and you.
Yeah, we're comparable.
What do you think? You're a proud father.
Well, about him? About him?
He's as good looking.
Yeah, at least as. Yeah, I think a Dev Patel is at least as good looking as he is.
Exactly. Thank you. And also, his film Sound of Music did premiere at the Twin Cities Film Fest. Good to know. Okay, so Dev Patel is your answer. You and I discussed an answer. You said that if your wife were here, she maybe would have interfered with the answer you're about to give?
No, she would have liked George Clooney. She has a thing for him.
You do, though. Actually, George Clooney, though, as far as the eyes and the look, if we were gonna cast on looks, yes, okay, but that's not. But when we discussed like who's your inner spirit, like who could really deliver the essence of you, who did you pick then?
It depends. If I'm feeling sartorially smart, it'd be Gregory Peck.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm feeling hunky, it'd be Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
I don't fit either of those descriptors, but it's aspirational.
Absolutely. As is the movie, right? Well, hey, thank you so much for stopping by and talking about your project, Finding Our Wild, that is screening today in our shorts block at the Twin Cities Film Fest 2023.